Okay. So yeah, the idea is that we keep sliding and calculating the average, mean, and max, right? Uh, so I'll hold this calculation. I think it's the same thing that we have to keep continue doing it, right? Then they have asked same question with a batch of 3. Okay, same question, but instead of sliding window, they're saying batch of 3.
Can you show the question, this question? Okay, it's that. Okay, okay.
So you see, window is defined as sliding window of length 3, then defines batch window of 3. Okay, so if you, I'll just remove the color coding because only color coding will change, I think. Remaining everything will be same. So in batch, it is simple, right? So you have to take just batch of 3. So here I have only one value, one timestamp, 2 timestamp, 3. From here, I'll start doing the batching part, right? So let's do it. One timestamp, nothing. Take a second timestamp and then third timestamp. So where I start taking the batch. Okay. Again, we have one value, will do nothing. We have 2 values, nothing. 3 values. Now again, we'll take batch. See the difference between sliding and batch. Batch is like it will wait for 3 events to occur and then it will happen. Again, 1 event here, 2 event here, 3 event here. So we'll make a batch now. Again, we have 1 event here, 2 event here, and 3rd event here. So we'll make a batch here. Basically, what happens in because of batches, this is how we get output. So this is 12. So everything will 12, 12. It's 14, 15. So it will be 14 minimum, maximum 15, and then average is 14.5. This is 13. So 13. 20. So it becomes 16, then 20, then right. So 18 will be average. Yeah. Okay. Hope this is clear, right? Sliding and batch. Now, if you don't have any doubt on this, same process you have to repeat for define a batch of window length 3. Yeah. Define sliding window of time 4 minutes. Oh my God. It says length 3. It says no, we did mistake. We did a mistake. Sorry. Sliding window length. Sliding window.
Each
Lonath,
window is actually 2 minutes. If you see
Yeah, I'm
that,
here, Ravi. Yeah.
Lonath,
when they
okay.
say 4 minutes, the window becomes 2, right?
No. There's two points here. I think that's what I underlooked that point. See, the point here is now if you see the question, what it says, what is difference between this thing? Sliding window of length 3 and sliding window of 4 minutes.
So if you see, I think if you see the question, it says a regular interval of 2 minutes, right?
That you forget. That is how data is coming to you. That is when data is published in your Kafka or message queue, whatever it is, right? Think like that.
Right.
Like every 2 minutes to publishing data, but focus here, no? Sliding window of length 3 and sliding window of time 4 minutes. So you see there are 2 types of sliding window. One is based on length. One is based on time. This is the tricky part, which we missed, I think. So when it says sliding window of length 3, then we should see into our queue whether I have 3 events or 3 records or not 3 time. And when it says sliding window of time 4 minutes or 3 minutes, then we have to see after 3 minutes what is there, or after 4 minutes what is there in my queue. This is what I understood. Correct?
Yes, Ravi. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
correct.
what,
Actually,
that's what I did.
size
wrong.
number of the records should be 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see here, they have defined also. I remember now. I remember because when I saw second partner, I got confused. Then I remember. See, sliding length window. See, they will define. I think you. They're teaching simply but asking so much confusing questions. But so window. Okay. Yeah. So sliding length window means it will based on the length. Okay. So if say last n events, it will not word n time and n minutes. It will say for last n events. So let's say it is checking every 2 events here, for example. So 2 events happened, it calculated average. The next event came, it again checked for last 2 events, 4 and 3, it calculated average. Again, next event came, check for last 2 events, 5 plus 3, 8 for average. 3 plus 5, 8 for average. Like that, right? But see, this is based on time. So it will check after 2 minutes. Okay, this is a value. Again, this is value, but this is batch. This is not sliding. This is batch and this is based on time. This is what they're saying, right? See here, sliding length window, sliding time window. Length window keep last n events. Time window triggered at last n time steps. I think we're seeing the answer. So it's sliding window. I have to put a length also. Length 3. So what will happen is that this thing will not get triggered unless until I have 3 records, right? Because it's not going by time, it's going by length, right? So let's not worry about time at all. I'll just remove this color code. So I'll see when I'm getting for first time 3 records. This is where I'm getting 3 records, right? For the very first time. Right? Before that, I have only 2 records or 1 record or no records. So this is a time when I'm getting 3 records. So this is where I do one calculation. Then I'll get next. So here also. Now I'm confused. Here,
Yeah. No, for each event, new event, we have to take the last 3 new events. When 13 comes, no, we have to take 14, 15, 13.
Loknath, one thing I have confusion. It says sliding window of length 3. So does that mean that I have to make sure that I have 3 values, or I can take 3 events?
This is triggered when you get a new event every time. So when you get 13, you take the last 3. When you take 16, you take last 3. Like it is triggered based on each event occurring.
So I take last 3 like this, right?
Last 3 events, correct? Yeah.
So in here, last 3. Again here. Last 3. This is correct, no?
Yes, Ravi. Yeah.
Okay. So based on this, we will calculate the values. Just do 1. So we have 12, 14, 15. So 12 and 15 average. 12, 14. Okay, so I think this is how we have to do for this one. For batch is correct, right? Batch of 3 means we will see last 3 events, right?
Yes.
But hold on, we have to see by length or time. Batch window
Batch of
of
length
length
three,
3, right? Of
I think the first you did, na? That's batch size length 3. Sliding length 3. Yeah.
this is sliding now. So batch means once we consider that now, we will not consider it again. We'll go for next 3.
Here it is batch of time 3.
The questions are so simple but very confusing, no? My mind is rotating now. This is where I'll get batch of 3, first batch, correct? Then I'll go for next 3, so 13, 16, 20. This is where I'll get the next 3 batch, right? Correct, no?
Oh, 3,
Should
3.
allow us to use Excel for solving this kind of problem. You know, we can solve very quickly. 12, 14, 15. I don't know how we'll solve notebook. We'll make it totally dirty. Well, 14. Right. Here will be 13, 20. Average. Okay, so this is clear, right? Now we have the same thing with what they're saying is 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Sliding window of 4 minutes. Did I read the values also? Okay, just need to delete this one. Right, so sliding window of 4 minutes. So we'll go for 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Record here. Then again from here we can go for last 4. And from here to sequentially we can take 4. This is easy. So I think we have to be watchful of time and length, because that's where the scope of confusion is there. Okay. One more column. T equal to 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, this is clear, right, guys? Doubts in this one?
No, it is clear, Ravi. I'm clear.
Then we have Batch
What is
of-
the difference between this batch and this size?
No, you should not ask question batch and size. You should say batch and sliding and
Yeah,
length and time, right? Those two are comparative terms. Simple, right? You see, this is sliding. When you say length, you're going lengthwise. You are seeing three events, right? Whenever three events comes, you are calculating max, mean, and average. Then you are leaving one event, then waiting for another event to come. So here it came another more event. You took last three events, and then you again will calculate the min, max, and average.
okay,
Again,
I
when
got it. I see.
event comes, right? So this is sliding. This is batch.
Okay.
You did what three, and then you wait for next three. But we are doing lengthwise. Point here lengthwise. Then we started doing time wise. So instead of checking number of values, we're going by time. So whenever I have 4 minutes completed, I'm calculating. Then a fifth minute, I'm checking the last 4 minutes. And 6 minute also again last 4 minutes, 7 minutes, last 4 minutes, what's the value? Likewise, I'm checking and calculating. Now there's another concept called batch. Last question, right? Batch window of 3 minutes. But this is also based on time. Right? So it is not sliding, it's a batch of 3 minutes. Okay. So batch of 3 means you'll make a batch every 3 minutes, right? This is simple actually. So here this is your first minute. Here you get value second minute, and this is your third minute. Here you make a one batch. Likewise, this is now hereafter you make batch for every last 3 minutes, right? Oh no, sorry, it's a batch. I was going sliding. See, so you have to go for next 3 minutes. So 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes. Now again you make another one more batch. See, it's confusing. I'm also getting confused, but here be careful. Again, I have to wait for next 3 minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll make a batch here. Again, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes. I'll make a batch here. Okay. Makes sense? These are the 4 combinations that you can expect in exam. Right? First one is your length and sliding window. Again, length, but batch, time, sliding window, time, and batch. In case of length, you have to count number of events, and we have got 3 events, then you slide. And then after every next event you're getting, you're again going back and checking last three events. In case of batch, you just get 3 events and then go for next 3 events. Yeah. Same thing you do slide also, but here you will do by time. Okay. See, these questions are very simple, but
how is the first two different? Sliding window of length 3 and batch of length 3.
Here, when your length is 3, when you have 3 events like 12, 14, 15, then you're making one window and you are calculating value.
Okay,
Then
it's sliding. Okay.
Yeah, you get next value, then you go for again last 3 values. But in batch, it's not like that. You finished first 3, then you wait for next 3, again make a batch and then calculate the value.
Okay.
Sliding is, you can see clearly sliding, overlapping, but batch is like it is not overlapping. Okay. Okay, this is case equal DB question. I think this will revisit today again, but I'm parking for last for end discussion because we have two questions from case equal which we can cover in one go. This question we were discussing. I was discussing with Loknath. This is very confusing question. It's very difficult to answer. Basically, what we can find very close to this is Spark Streaming Programming Guideline. Somewhere they explained. No. Anybody has active check subscription? Okay, yeah. See, this is the D stream of Spark, right? If you see this, what is happening here is there's a batch which is getting created of 3 RDDs, right? This is one RDD, 2 RDD, 3 RDD. They're combining and making one batch or events, whatever you can call it. Then again, you can see there's a RDD getting created over here. And if you see it's sliding, there's overlapping means it's a sliding. So you see it's leaving 2 events and then again sliding. So we can clearly say that it is having the sliding window of sliding interval of 2, right? And window length of 3. So window length is 3, but it's sliding by 2, right? You see window length of 3 sliding by 2, correct? But here in the question, there's no overlap, which we can see, which means it is not sliding, or maybe it's sliding, but we don't know, right? Is it batching? So one thing we observe is that after every 2 events, we are getting 1 event in D stream. So this is the original D stream. This is windowed D stream. So you see, after every 2 events, I'm getting 1 event, 2 events, 1 event, 2 events, 1 event, 2 events, 1 event. So it's pretty obvious that my window size is 2. Lona, correct me if I'm wrong. Window size is 2. Because for every 2 events, I'm getting 1 event. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so I can say what is my window size? What is my batch interval? Now, batch interval, I cannot say unless and until I see a couple of batches. With one batch, I cannot say this is a batch interval because there could be an overlap also, or there could not be an overlap. So I don't know how to answer what is batch interval. Window length, as I mentioned, it's 2. Slide interval. Now, slide interval also I cannot answer unless I see an overlap, as I showed you in this case, right? Where was that? Oh God. So I have so many windows open. Yeah. See here, I can see that it's overlapping, and if its window size is 3 and it's overlapping by 1, I can say it's sliding by 2. But unless and until I see how much overlapping is happening, unless and until I see 2 square boxes, I cannot answer this question like what is my slide interval. So I cannot answer batch interval. I cannot answer slide interval. Okay, we're looking at this diagram, but this diagram I'm sure they have copied pasted from somewhere, because this is something looking like some Spark documentation only. But I was not able to search this diagram. I was desperately looking for it, from where they have copy pasted, but could not find it. Somewhere they have taken it, maybe some book or something, you know. This is from somewhere. Okay. So this question I cannot answer this in this diagram. If anybody can, please do let us know. Then we have other question of, yeah. So this question we have seen yesterday of count in sketch. So I'm skipping this. And then it brings us to the last question. Okay, you draw some diagram here. So it says consider a smart device system pertaining to banking domain. Okay, so there's some smart device in banking domain. The core activities under consideration are customer services such as home loan, personal loan, unit-linked insurance plans, and activities pertaining to this transaction needs to be processed and analyzed for competitive product design. So there are certain core activities they have defined, and there are certain transactions which they are keeping and storing. And the objective is to give the competitive product design. So they need to build a product or offer a product to customer which is very competitive in market. On the other hand, bank is expected to provide safety measures to its credit card, debit card customers by tracking and processing the data pertaining to these card transactions, analytics, and from this transaction also need to make available for consumption. So bank also has to make sure that the card transaction or banking transaction, what is happening is safe, secure, and then they also need to be made available for the consumption of analytics, right? What we need to build on top of that. Bank likes to use insight from card-related transaction for loan department as well. So what bank likes to use? It likes to use whatever card usage, your card usage, and based on your card usage, it want to get data for loan department, and maybe based on transaction, loan department can give you some offer. Considering these use cases, design data processing architecture, keeping various components and generalized architecture in view. What do I do? Considering these use cases, design data processing architecture. Okay, so I have to design a data processing architecture. Data processing architecture. Data processing architecture. Data. I hope this must be in mid-sem. I think this is a question of mid-sem, if I'm not wrong. We have no Lambda and Kappa architecture. We also had Kappa also, right? Work on distributed data processing systems. Okay, Twitter. Okay, Lambda architecture. Kappa architecture. Anybody good in this? Lambda Kappa. Distributed node. Distributed nodes. Okay, so my understanding is we have to use Kappa architecture here. Reason being, I can see they have a streaming layer, they have stream processing and service layer and query. So we really don't need streaming here, right? This is not a real-time thing. This is more analytical. Let me see what is in Lambda. Lambda. Batch data. See, I think Lambda makes more sense here. I think I'll just quickly cover what is Lambda. Lambda, they're saying, is aimed to satisfy a robust system that is fault tolerant both against hardware failures and human mistakes, being able to serve a wide range of workloads and use cases in which very low latency reads and updates are required. So you're looking for faster read and updates, fast read updates. Processed by Nathan Mars based on experience working on distributed processing system. Okay, generic, scalable, fault tolerant data processing architecture, but it nowhere says that it is for real-time processing or batch processing. But looking at this diagram, I can see Lambda does both. So you have new data, and this data is going to master data set, which is for batch processing, and it's going to some speedy layer for real-time data. And then this batch data is also serving your serving layer, which could be in some application or something where you're querying. So Lambda supports both batch and real-time, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, see, it says batch layer has two functions. Batch layer has two functions. Here's a batch layer. So all data entered into the system is dispatched to both batch layer and speed layer. It has two layers, batch layer and speed layer. Batch layer has two functions: managing master data sets and immutable append only set of raw data to pre-compute the batch views. The serving layer indexes the batch view. Okay, that's fine. Speed layer compensates for high latency, update for serving layer and deals with, okay. Okay, so basic idea, guys, I think for Lambda both has both batch and real time or streaming kind of thing that you can build over here. Okay, so Lambda can have batch layer, can have real time speed layer as well, but Kappa only has, I think, streaming layer. Kappa, it focus only on processing data as a stream. It is not replacement of Lambda architecture, except for the use case fits. Makes sense, right? For this architecture, incoming data is streamed through a real-time layer and results which is placed in server layer for queries. Okay, hope this is clear, guys, right? Kappa is only for streaming processing. Wherever you have stream processing, you will go for Kappa. Here, use case is not stream processing. Here, use case is you are getting transaction data and you have to do analytics on top of this. So whenever they talk about analytics, it's not real time. It's always batch processing, unless there is something like anomaly detection and all those things. But look at here, right? I mean, if you see here, two use cases I see, right? One is offering products and services, and second is also safety measures. For example, fraudulent transaction detection, right? So fraudulent transaction detection can happen only in real time. So we need some real time data also in this case. And for offering products and services, we have to go for analytical kind of processing. So we need batch processing. So it needs both. So I think Lambda, based on Lambda, we have to build system here. Does that make sense? Any suggestions?
Yes, Ravi, I think we need both.
Yeah. So I think we have to draw some block diagram like this, like we did, right?
Okay, so which one we are saying batch processing here? Which part of the question we are saying batch processing for the credit card? Analytics, is it?
Whenever you have analytics, product recommendation, suggestions, right? You use batch processing. And whenever you have
because of the
real-time
history of data.
yeah, you have to go for historical. Yeah, exactly, history of data. And whenever you have to do something on the fly, like fraudulent transaction detection, right? So somebody is swiping your credit card and debiting abnormal amount of money, you'll get a call from bank, right? So for that, it has to do real-time processing. Correct? It cannot wait on for batch. It cannot wait for 1 day and then run and train and see whether there was a fraudulent transaction or not. So for this question, we have to use Lambda architecture. We have to explain why we are using Lambda architecture, as we discussed. And then we have to build block diagrams. So block diagrams is you have to think, right? How do you build a system, right? That way you can build your block diagram. You can put different systems. What are you going to use for batch and for real time? Let's say real time you do Kafka. On Kafka, you can build a case stream application which will do the fraudulent transaction detection. Likewise, you can be innovative and bring your own design here. Evaluate the proposed architecture on non-functional requirements in big data system view. What have they asked? I hope my chat GPT should work. My chat GPT is not working. I'm not able to answer. Chat GPT has at least given some idea. Can somebody?
I think they are checking about like the software and hardware components that might required for implementing this architecture. Non-functional requirements, right?
Yeah, more like software, right? Yeah, you're right. So more from software.
Kafka you can use for streaming purpose or Spark streaming, and HDFS or any file system for the other way, like where we need to have this. In Lambda, we have both streaming as well as normal, right?
Yeah. So I think
That
what
kind
we'll
of-
do is
No, lambda is only for like putting a conditional, right? Lambda is only for that purpose.
which lambda you're talking
I think
about.
Lambda comprises of streaming as well as batch data, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Okay,
not a
it was
lambda
Batch
function.
data.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let's not confuse with lambda functions, right? This is something different. This is lambda architecture. Okay, I think what I feel is here is in the first part we can give a generalized view. That's what they're asking for. And when we say generalized view, we can build this lambda architecture. Lambda architecture, right? This one, where is that? Yeah, we can build some generalized design like this. However, what we cannot show is we will not show the technologies what we are going to use, because in next question they have asked for the non-functional requirements, right? And as Kamlesh mentioned, we can talk about software here. Like then we can describe, what we're going to use at each of these layers, like Kafka, Spark, and all those things.
Right.
Okay, so this brings into this question set. Now we need to look into the case SQL, right? As we discussed, that something is only pending. And I think there was one more question. This question we haven't seen. Streaming one, this one. So we can see this question as well. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Um, Okay, so we'll see this this question we have seen, but I will revisit, and then we'll, like this we have one more question, so that also we can cover. So what have they given? Yeah, the question will be easy, but there are certain elements of confusion always there, so we have to be very, very cautious in what they're asking. Okay, so considering two data stream, there are two data streams, right? Users and orders is ingested into Kafka topics. So there are basically two topics, user topic and orders topic, which they have given question. Assuming KSQL DB is to be used for stream processing, answer the following question. So what they have given to you is two topics. Okay, now represent both topics data, that is user and order data, as KSQL DB streams and table. So how does this data will look like when we represent as a stream, or how does it look like when we represent as table? Same for the orders data, right? Now we have discussed, if you guys, those who were there, if you remember, only difference between the table and stream is that table will have the latest value, because if the key is same, it overwrites the value. So if you look at the user stream, right? This is my user stream. It will be same as what I have given question, right? What is there in my Kafka topic? So whatever topic, everything will be in stream. Nothing. But when you make it a table, let's say instead of stream, you decide to go out and make a table, then only table will have latest value. For example, see 1 year value here and 1 year value here. This is the latest one, so it will go. It will keep 1A21, right? 1A21. Likewise, we see 2 has this value as well as this value. Only the latest one, which is 2B22, will be kept, and similarly for others. Same thing you have to do for the orders table as well, right? Stream will have everything, but when it comes to table, you have only the latest values. Okay. Second question is what is appropriate collection to be used respectively for user data and order data, and why? So they're asking which are the right set of collections. Collections of two types we have read, right? Stream and table. So they're asking, for example, user topic, right? What would you make? User as a stream or as a table? And like of order, would you choose to make it a stream or table? So the answer is user, we will go with table, and orders will go with stream, because orders data is like something we keep changing, and a same person can have multiple orders also coming. But user topic does not usually changes, it remains the same, right? It's kind of fixed data, but we do see it's changing. So we prefer to keep user topic as a table, and we always want latest data, right? So let's say if user 1 has changed, user 1 was named A and age 18, now it has updated to A and 21. We only want latest value. We don't want both the values. And we know table keeps latest value. So user topic, we can create a table out of it, and orders topic, we will create it as a stream. Okay. Third question is, if data from order collection is joined with order collection. So joining order with order using left outer join based on UID, what will be the resulting output? So you're joining order with order using left outer join and on UID. So this, let's say, this is my orders collection. Sorry, here it is. This one is my orders collection. Why I'm not saying this, because it's my Kafka topic, right? And this is a stream which I created out of orders topic, right? So this is my collection. So I have to join this table again with the same table, right? So if you see, it's a simple case where I will start using this one AA, whatever is there, and I will join with this the same table and I'll get same data here. Only difference is that, you know, instead of o.ui, I mean, we'd have to have aliases for our table name because we are joining same table, right? So we have to write something like this. Create stream, user order it is. Did I check some other question? No, correct me. Ordered. Sorry, I think there is a mistake in this question. It should be orders joined with user collection, not order. Okay. Yeah. There's a mistake in question. So we need to join order with user. Okay. So for order, we are taking
Ravi?
this. Yeah.
They are joining orders with orders only.
In solution also.
In answer, they have a combined order with order only.
I see users, not user ID here. Oh no, it's order with order only. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I also got confused. Yes. Order stream UID users. You're right. From order stream again, left order join. No, left order and users. No, sorry. It's users. See,
Okay.
select orders underscore select star from orders underscore stream. So select star from orders underscore stream. Left order join users. So it's not orders, no? Correct?
Yeah, correct. Sorry.
This no worries. I mean, I also got confused multiple times because they have not written very neatly, no? So it's very confusing. Yeah. So we
But
are
in the question, it is order only. They have.
question. It is orders. You're right. Yes. So based on solution, that's why I'm changing here. So it's order with user. Okay. So we'll give like select. So we first will create stream user order details. We'll name it. Can anybody tell what are we creating here? So if you see, we are creating a stream here, right? If instead of create stream, we have given table, let's say create table, then that becomes a materialized view. Okay. But here we are creating a stream. So we are creating another stream, which is name is user order details. And what we are doing is we are selecting o.star and u.star at everything from order and everything from user. So O is my alias for order stream table and U is my alias for user table, right? From order stream and O and join user table U on o.uid equal to u.uid image changes. Always remember that whenever you are writing syntax, write image changes. When you do image changes, then only your subscriber will get the updated data, otherwise they will not. So always remember to add this at the end of statement, emit changes. So this will simply join your order stream with user table, which is your KSQL table, right? So what will happen is this is your order stream. This gets joined with your user table. Okay, so for each order, you have your, for example, this is my first order 1A, whatever. This will be printed, and then it will see matching user. This is matching user A, so 1A21, so 1A21 will be added. Likewise, for this record 2 BB cell 10, 20, 30. To look for 2, it will add B22 also. This is how your output will look like. Okay, it is simple left outer join. In case if there is no matching required in user table, you will only have data from the order stream table. Other columns will be blank. Next question is if data from orders collection is grouped by stock name and side. So now you are doing group by what? Stock name and side for measuring quantity counts. So you're counting the quantities and taking average price of stock, right? So you're taking order collection, right? So I'm using from order stream. You see from order stream. Now here I'm using create table. Okay. So whenever you create table means I'm creating a materialized view. Okay, create table. I can also create a stream. It's not a problem. So don't worry that what we are doing here. Do we have to create table or stream? If not mentioned, we can create either of one of them. Both are fine. So create table. We just name the
But
table.
have they given anything like we need to create a table or stream, because they just mentioned
No.
group by only, right?
Yeah, they have not given. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Since they have not given, you can use either of them. You can also create
Okay.
stream. I can also write create stream. This.
But is it not only the select query? Or is it because of the? Are they not looking only for select query? Just with a group by another thing? No, is
Why?
it?
I mean, if that's the case, here also, no, when we're creating stream, also we're using select query only, right? Here we are joining, here we are doing group by, but doesn't matter, right? Select query is your subquery inside create stream. So inside subquery, it will support all the supported queries of select.
Okay.
It's not like that, like for join we have to use stream and for group by you have to use table. No. Syntactically, if you think grammatically, if you think the what grammar or let's say what CFG rules they would have created, if they are supporting the inner query as a select query, they'll support all inner select queries. Doesn't matter what is there. Okay, so that's fine. That's not a problem. So that's what I'm saying. If they're not mentioned, what type of collection you have to create, whether it's stream or table, you can create both of them, either of them. Okay. Right. So I'm going ahead and creating this table, and I'm selecting the stock name and side with which I'll group by. Right. So group by columns has to be put here. And then aggregation function you have to apply. So quantity, I'm applying sum, giving quantity count, and price I'm applying average. Okay, so this will give me quantity count, and in count here, but count doesn't make sense for quantity. If you see quantity, right, it's like 10, 20, 30, 15. If you count, it will come like 2, 3, 4, which is wrong. So I have applied sum. Okay, again at the end, image changes. So this is how you'll get a summarized data. Third use case, you need to monitor accounts of users who has placed overall orders having quantity greater than 50. Please provide case SQL query snippet with expected output for same. So now you're looking for a user account which has order quantity greater than 50. So what you do is, again, same thing. We create a table user blah, 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 as we are selecting user ID and sum of quantity from the order stream, right? And then we are grouping by user ID. So for this user ID, we'll get all the total quantity is order. And then we'll apply having clause to check if this sum of quantity is greater than 50. And then only we are getting the output, right? Okay, so this one was for the case SQL query part, right? We'll check the next case SQL related question. This is not exactly case SQL, but this one you saw, right? Solve this one. We didn't solve this one. Outcome of join step. I think we did not solve this one. Yeah, this is another. Oh, yeah. This is another very, very confusing question. See, with this diagram, so it's very difficult to build. In Excel, I was able to understand very cleanly. A lot of mistakes also here. Okay, so we'll try to understand what they're talking about, at least we'll understand the concept. So they are saying you have one stream S1, which has attribute like X and Y. So it has two values X and Y. Stream S2 has two attributes, same X and Y. Now both streams have common attribute ID. Okay, they have ID also. The two streams are joined based on ID attribute. You're joining both of them based on ID. window size of 2 is mentioned for both stream. So both stream has window size of 2. The streaming query is defined as below. Select s1.x mod 3. So you are selecting x from s1 and you're giving modulus 3 operation on this. Then you're selecting y from s2 and giving modulus 4 operation on this. And you're joining based on ID. Okay. Now they're asking us provide outcomes of joins with each step of execution, right? And this is the data. So you give as and when data arrives in time, how it will both streams will join, and what will your output that you have to pictorially represent, right? Hope the question is clear, right? Okay. See, what first thing we have to do is we have to give time, right? I mean, this is how I'm solving. This is my way of doing it things. So I'm putting timing here: T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T10. This is when my data arrives in stream 1, and this is my window size of stream 1. This is when data arrives in stream 2, and this is my window size of stream 2, and this is my result of the join. Okay. Right. So if you see now, if you compare this with the table, right? Now you see S1 stream is getting data at time 1, 2, 5, 6, and 9. You see here 1, 2, 5, 6, and 9, right? What is the value I'm getting? ID as 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 5, 168, 168. So I have kept the values like ID, X, and Y value. Right, same thing I have done for stream 2 also. Stream 2 is getting data at T2, T4, T7, T8, T2, 4, T7, T8, and T10, right? So now we have to, this window size initially will be empty and we have to start filling it, right? So as data arrives in stream 1, first data at T1, so in my window, this data will go. At time T2, I will have one more data coming in. So that will also go in my window because my window can accommodate 2 values, right? So its size is 2. T3 nothing is coming, T4 nothing is coming, T5 I got another value 243. So now it cannot fit into window, it has to replace something. So it will replace the older one, 035, right? So 035 will go, only 168 will remain, and 243 will be there. Then again we got 373. So 168 will go and 373 will be inserted. So pretty simple, you know, you have to create a window. Again here for stream 2, you will create your window. Now this is done. So you have a data coming in stream, you have created a window. This is how it look like different time interval. Now you have to start joining data, right? So you have to write the output, right? Initially, if you see here, you had data in your window of stream 1, we do not have any time window of stream 2. So there won't be any match for this ID. So no output, right? you see here we got new key 2. This 2 and 2 will match. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to pick x of this guy, which is 4, and y of this guy, which is 3. So mod 4, 3. What will output of 4, 3? So 4 divided by 3, right? So it will be 1, and 3 divided by 4, it will be 3. Right? So we get output as 1, 3. Okay.
Ravi, I have a question here.
Yeah.
We are checking the data from stream or from window.
You can check from stream also. You'll get same answer. But I think it's good to check from window because some values might be missed, and that might come in other stream, so you can match it. But if you look at only the current stream value, then you may miss that. So suggestion is to always check for window. Don't check from stream.
Okay.
So we continue this operation. Okay, and finally we get this result. Right. So this is my result, and this is what they have shown in diagram also. If you see here. So you have S1, S2, S1 window, S2 window, and then you have output. Okay, so initially they are saying then first event has occurred. Let's say this event has occurred. There's no output, so you can take an arrow and join here. No output, right? This 168 came, and then 168 joined with 135. You got some output. So if you see when event 2 occurred, in window we got some value. And that value gave some output. No output. What are they doing? Okay, sorry. Again for T2, T2 will generate an output, right? How they're saying no output here? Event 1 occurred. Okay, this went to event 1's queue. Event 2 occurred.
No, they mark the arrow to the right, 0, 1.
I think they have totally messed it up. See, S2 window will not have value over here because if we are going by time, see this is a time slide, right? So if you go by time, at time 1 we have only S1 value. S2 doesn't have any value at time 1. S2, so S2 doesn't have, S2 is getting value only at time 2. At time 1 only S1 has a value. So this is wrong, completely wrong. I don't know how they are.
We have to really, if we write this diagram, even they will not, we will also not understand, even they will also not understand.
That's a very fair point, right? Yeah, they will not understand. I mean, I couldn't make a diagram. I gave up. Yeah.
Rather than this, the tabular column is very clear.
Yeah.
Or Excel.
Yeah. Now, how I was able to develop Excel is because I know that they would have copied this concept from somewhere. I found it in Spark documentation, Spark join right somewhere, and they have very neatly explained this. Not like this hodgepodge thing kind of. And that's how I was able to figure it out and make this Excel. Otherwise, we'll have lost in this.
Do they in that documentation? Do they explain with the diagram?
Yes, they have explained pretty nicely. Spark join, Spark join, or KSQL join, KSQL. See, I'm totally confused with KSQL join, Spark join, I think. Problem is that now instead of copy pasting content, they can say then it will just refer to this content. Why to put in slide? Because they just put the partial content, and that loses the context. I have so many Spark window open. Structured programming. Oh no, this is not. Okay. Okay, I think if I don't get it from here, I'll refer to slide only. Slide we do have this also. Yeah, this diagram is copied from, this is case equal. This is from the, sorry, this is from this guy, medium.com, not Spark. Sorry, yeah, this is where they've copied. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm getting another call. Sorry, just pick it up and come back in 2 minutes. Hey guys, I'm back. Um, so yeah, we were talking about how the join works in stream processing, right? They've copied this article from medium.com. I think I'll just ping this link in chat so that you can refer to the original source. They have very nicely explained in a very detailed manner, but I will try to summarize it. Okay.
I found it in another link also.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I'm pretty sure this diagram is from some book. They're copying everyone and putting it in their blog, right? This also is in PPT. Okay. So one thing I want to caution is that when referring this blog, this has a different use case, and what is given in question is different use case. So if you see here, in this one, the first stream has window size of only 1, and second has a window size of 2. So it is working very differently. And since S1 has window size of 1, and it is a left outer join, whenever S1 event comes, then output is triggered. When S2 event comes, output does not get triggered. So see this timeline carefully. First S2 is coming, right? First event came, some Y value, some ID. It went to its window, okay, but nothing came in output. After some time, E2 event came, right? And when E2 event came, it joined with window and you got some output. It matched ID1, here also ID1, and you got X2 equal to 2, Y2 equal to 2 in the output, right? After some time, you got another event in S1 stream, but there's no matching ID. So nothing is coming. Event dropped. Again, at some time, you got another event in S2, but nothing will trigger. It will just go back. It will just get added to its window because it has 2 sides. It just gets added here. After some time, we have E5. It again checks with window, and it sees that for ID1 there are 2 matches, so it's giving 2 output. X Y2 equal to 2x plus 7 and this value, right? Taking X from here 7 7 and Y from here 2 7. So I think somebody has asked this question, like why there's no output? It should generate output, so it should generate. That's what I was saying. But in our solution they have not given. Ideally, this is the right way of working. Whatever is there in your window, it will compare against it and will emit the output. Again, event 6 occurred, but this is not trigger point. Nothing will happen. It just get added to the window. And then event 7 occurred. Again, it will compare, and this is match. It will get output. So this is the right way of doing it.
In event 6, ID is matching. Why is no output getting generated?
Event 6,
ID is 0, no?
Because no, she's right. Because this is not a trigger point. Trigger will happen only when S1 event will come. I said in the beginning, right? So left out. Okay. So if you're getting, see here also, you got S2 event, but nothing triggered. Only when event in S1 came, then only it will get triggered, right?
Has it been given that only S1 will trigger? No, right? We have to. Okay.
Just given. So E2 when E2 happens, the event is joined with E1 and produces a new event, right? When event E3 occurs in active stream, is dropped as it does not matches. Okay, E4 is written. So entire sequence they've explained. I have gone through it, and they've explained this entire sequence how it is working. Okay, so what you saw right now, this question or this scenario, is called one window join, because you're triggering event only when you're getting new event in S1. So it's one window join, and you have window in only S2. You don't have window in S1, so you have only one window join. But what they have given to us is 2 window join condition, where I have window in S1 also, I have window in S2 also. So our question is different. It's not like this, which we just solved, right? We have 2 windows.
And is it possible that in 2 window join, both the streams window size can be different?
Yes. Why not? Why not?
Okay, but in this example, same window size.
But ironically, if you see this solution, no, it's another comedy. Look at this solution. They have kept window size as 3. So, and they're adding 3 elements, which is, I don't know what to say about this solution. It's garbage. Window size is 2, right? And you see, window size is 2 for both streams. The moment they said window size is 2 for both stream, means we are dealing with a problem of two window join. Otherwise, it will be one window join. Okay, so you have to watch for this. These are very small words, but this will twist the question at a different angle. Yeah.
In our current question, if the two window size was not same, maybe say stream 2 was 3, then the only change would be the this size window size 3, and it would accommodate 3, right?
Yeah, exactly. You'll have 3 values. So yeah.
I mean, just in case if there is any variation in the question.
No, you're right. And you see, what you only have asked the question, like why it is not comparing and emitting output. It should emit output.
Yeah.
Like here, the answer no output. It should be output. Now I don't know what to do. Should I put that value or not? Because logically it should. Because it will come. Because imagine, you have 2 Kafka streams running in a system, right? And you have a 2 window, and something it get triggered. It joins the entire value of table of stream, right? Think stream like a table, right? It joins and gives you output. It has no logic to check that you already have joined 2 values and that values joined previously, right? There is no logic like that. It's simple. What is in window 1? What is in window 2? Join it, give me the result. So there's no output. I'm not sure. Maybe I will change the answer in exams. I will just give again. I write one same thing, right? 0 and 1. And if they cut my marks, then I can maybe challenge them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because this solution is a crap.
Yeah. Can you put the updated output so that we'll make a good understanding?
The solution is comedy, actually.
Yeah. Updated output. I can put that, not a problem. I'll
here 6 and 5. It would be 6 and 5, right?
I will create one more column row here so that you can compare both results. Okay.
Okay.
So here, in this case also there will be match. I'll put like this. In this case, is there any match? 168. So we also have match here, like one key is there, right? So again, same thing will match here. In this case, 243168. We have 2 match, so 2 anyways will be there. 2 and 1. 2 matches are there, right?
Yes, 2 matches are there.
Yeah, so I think 168 and 135 from previous one, and this one is new one, right? So we'll have to have both the values. So, right in one line, so that makes sense. But yeah, this is very confusing, guys. I don't know what is right to do. I'm still in confused state of mind. But I think this seems more logically right. Here again, only 2 is matching, right? So whatever was there in 2, we'll put it here. Here again, 3, 2, both are matching, right? So apart from this, I'll copy the value of 2 and add. Initially, I thought SPA will be easy, but there are so many small things now that makes it super confusing, for which there's no clarity. Okay, even if we don't get right answer, at least we can get some marks on process. 3, here we have 3, 3. Okay, so 3 will match, so I can get this output. Here 4, 4, 3, 3 both will match. So 4 I would add 3 value. Here we have match of 4, so I'll copy this output. This will be if you are considering entire window size. This is not considering entire window size. Okay. Okay, so this question we see. Any doubts? Anybody? Okay. There is a other KCQDB question. This I haven't solved, but similar to one which you saw. So it has given again stream of events which are captured as a table and stream in KCQDB. Again, I would recommend you guys to read this question very carefully because they'll play with words. So they're saying first one is table, second one is stream. So this is your table. So, sorry, yeah, this one is table and this one is stream. Okay. So you know what is the trick when it becomes like a table, right? If this is captured as a table, customer
Table
stream
overwrites, stream gets appended, right?
No.
So stream will have everything, but table will have only latest value. Other way of saying it, right? Now let's look at the question. What are the events present in order data stream at the end of time unit 3? Right? So after time 3, right, they're asking what are the events present in order data. So this is my stream. After time 3, nothing will change. I'll have same value. What are the events present in customer table at the end of time unit 3? Now the things changes, right? Now they're talking about table. So this is my customer stream will come to customer table. But when it gets to table, I will only have latest value. So go by key, right? Don't go by time. Go by key. This is again you might get confused with time. Go by key. So C1. What is latest value of C1? So this one. So this is what you show for C1. C2. What is latest value? C2, 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 C2. Latest value. C3. C latest value. C4. This is latest value. So this is how you will show the 4 values. Okay. What will the result of left outer join of customer stream with order stream? Okay. So now you have to join the customer stream with the order stream at the end of time unit 1. Right. So this is your time unit 1 data. See this. See this. You're joining customer with order. So when you do the first row for C1 customer, you have one value order, right? So you will get like 1 C1 customer 1, A1, and then here 101 C150. Again, you go second row, you have C2. So you look for C2 here. You have 2 records of. So again, this record you will get 2 values. So it will be like 1 C2 customer 2 A2 and then 103 C220. Again, you will have one more row with same value 1 C2 customer A2, but this value
103, C2 30. Then it go for C3. For C3, it will print 1 C3 customer 3 A3, but no matching records in here. So it will be blank. 3 blank data. Okay. Make sense?
Can you please repeat option B?
D. D
The
to I have not
table.
seen. Yeah. D have okay. This is the same thing they're asking at the end of unit 3. Time unit 3. So then you have to do complete join, right? So for each and every row here, and they are saying stream only, right? They are saying left outer join a customer stream with order stream. So this is your customer stream, this is order stream. So for this row, see how many values you have C1 here, right? So you have 2 values of C1, this and this. So you get 2 rows, 1 row with this value and this value. Again, 1 more row with this value and this value. Then you go for second row, C2. C2, how many you have? You have 3 values here, C2, right? So you get 1 row with these 3 values and these value combination. Then again, another row with this combination, another row with this combination. 3 values. It's typical left outer join. And likewise, you have to keep doing for all the values. Yeah. Is this okay? Okay. I'll to the next question.
Ravi, one doubt. See the last one. When say unit 3, in the table we have to consider all the rows, or the because it's a table values that particular row need.
Sorry, I missed your couple of words in between. There was a break. Can you repeat your question again?
Yeah. One for the D question D, option D, when they say left join with unit 3, right? When we are considering unit 3 from the customer table, do we need to consider the updated value only, or all the rows we need to consider?
So this is where you have to very clearly read the question.
Okay.
See, it says customer stream, not customer table, and order stream.
Oh, of course, question also mentioned stream, but that's okay. Okay, got it. They never say table.
Because you can create a stream or table both out of the topic. So we have to be very careful in seeing what question is asking and answer according to that.
Can you come again for question B when it is a customer table at unit time 3?
It's very simple. This is your customer stream. Pick the latest value till time 3. So C1, what is the latest value of C1?
Okay. So we will be doing it for only.
Why only C1, C3?
Because for unit
Why
time
not C2?
3.
Time 3 is still here, right? See, time 3 is still here.
Yeah.
It covers all record, no?
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do for all records. If it says time 2, I will do till here. Time 1,
since
I will do
this
till
is
here.
okay, since what we are looking at is a stream, take each key and take the latest value.
Yeah.
Got it.
so this brings us to the end of question paper of our SPA. Okay. One thing is that I will share my Excel sheet, which I've been discussing with you guys. Okay, so can we start the BDS now?